boo, it's your girl Blue. I've had a couple of requests come in for just a general smoky eye look, which for me is a little bit downplayed. I like to do things a bit more bright, colourful, exciting, but the typical smoky eye look is a very, very good basic go-to when it comes to going out and looking fly and super hot. So that's what we're going to be doing today.
1, 2, 3, jump!
L'Oreal True Match Foundation. And I, of course, am using ivory because my face is white as snow. One thing I'm super excited about is I have purchased some new concealer. My old concealer ran out a long time ago and then I got a replacement that wasn't as good and it was very disappointing. So I have finally found myself a couple of Morphe concealers. I've got one in white and one in the closest one to it. So I've got, the white is CO.00 and then I've got C1.35, which is my ivory one. Usually I would save the white concealer for when I'm painting my face with white face paint or doing a more theatrical look. However, because my face is so white, often concealers that I buy aren't white enough, so I actually just got them both just to be on the safe side. So I'm going to start off with just the regular ivory one, C135, and we are going to see how this goes. Ooh, so pretty. Oh my gosh! Are you guys seeing this? This is beautiful. Oh wow. This is next level stuff. Guys, this is super exciting. The reason I pack a lot of concealer onto the top of my eye, onto my eyelid, is because I don't use eyeshadow primer. This is my primer. So I'm making sure I have a really white blank canvas. Oh my gosh, this is like velvet beauty right here. Actually, I don't know why I say velvet. I hate velvet. It gives me the shivers. It's like caramel beauty on my face. Oh man, I cannot tell you how beautiful it is to use a new concealer because my old one was getting very thick and clumpy and it just wasn't blending, and I honestly thought it was my beauty blender that needed replacing, but it's the concealer. This is liquid and beautiful and it blends straight in. It's gorgeous, it's fantastic, we're loving it. Okay, so this concealer is showing up a lot on camera. In real life, it's not showing up nearly as much. So when I come to the end, I may just like add a bit of powder to like chill it out a little bit because on camera it's looking very weird. Time for my Maybelline medium brown eyebrow pencil, retractable. It's all rubbed off, but I'll insert a picture of it here. Okay, let's be real, these are not the best eyebrows I've ever done. But we're moving on. Maybelline Superstay Powder number 10 in ivory. Cool. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now I've got the Maybelline Color Tattoo Gel Eyeshadow, which is in the color Too Cool. It's that beautiful white pearly color that I used in my last video. So with my finger, I'm just going to get a little bit of it to do exactly what I did in my last video, the inner corners of my eyes and then under my eyebrow. The general rule with eyeshadows, I find that works for me, is that you want to go lighter on the inner corners and then blend out to darker. Within reason, you also want to be lighter around the outside of your eye as well and then go in to the darker. You'll see what I do. Guys, a really beautiful thing that happens when you get your roots bleached is that it affects your scalp if you're anything like me, and then it flakes. So if you see any flakes of scalp on my hair, please just ignore it. It's not dandruff, it's just my head reacting to the bleach and it will be gone in a couple of days. Thank you, moving on. Now, as I said in my last video, I'm no pro. If I was, I would not be using my finger right now, but my fingers work. So like, you know, I'm good with that. I also want to add in that you don't have to use this special gel eyeshadow. You can actually just use any white or light colored shadow that you have. For example, in my Maybelline Nude palette, this color here is like a pearly white powder. It's not gel, but as you can see, it's actually run out. So that's why I got me a separate white, because I use it so much for my smoky eye looks and every other look that it ran out too quickly and I needed my own giant one. Just adding that little bit of highlight that I like to do, tip of the nose, bridge of the nose, and a little bit in the T section. Highlight those cheekbones. So I'm thinking the highlight may be too much on my chin. I might remove that later. But we'll put it there for now anyway. Let's see how we go. Cool! So back to the nudes palette that I showed before. If you just get this one palette, you'll actually be able to do a sensational smoky eye. So if we start with this color here, instead of the one that I've been using, we are then going to drift over to the neutral. This is if you're white, of course, the neutral skin tone here, or any one of the other ones if you have darker skin. And then we're gonna get darker and darker as we go. Using your large eyeshadow brush, mine actually looks a little dark because I've been using it on the darker colors. I'm just going to lightly attempt to use it on the lighter colors. This is going to be a fail, I'm sure. Very lightly, almost come to the eyebrow, but not quite, because we're blending the colors down. So we want to keep that white at the top and then blend it to a slightly darker, more neutral color as you come down. I'm just doing the outer triangle shape. And you can do like a circular motion if you want to make it super airbrushy, whatever. We're just getting that corner in there. Go back over it and over it until it starts to create a bit of color. You're not gonna notice too much color, especially if you're like me and it's a very similar tone to my skin. You're not going to notice too much. We're just very lightly and subtly bringing that shading in. When you're at this point, it's really hard to tell if you're doing a good job or not. So that's why you always just don't care too much. Just do what you can, bring in the darker colors, and then you just sort of tidy it up at the end if you're missing anything. So I just used this color. Now I'm gonna jump over and use this one, which is still the lighter. If I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4, it's still the lighter 2. Then we're gonna go to the brown, then down to the black. So you're doing the same thing with the slightly darker brown, and just not going as high as the previous one. You catch my drift, we're blending it down. Because it's a large eyeshadow brush, it's really super fluffy and has a lovely soft blend effect. The more compact and small the brush, the more solid the line is going to be. I'm basically just going over and over and over right in the crease of my eye. And then I blend it out slightly, but it really doesn't need much. My eyes tend to droop down, so I'm trying to bring the color up a little bit towards the tips of my eyebrows. I'm trying to go up here and then in, rather than down with my eyes. So I kind of have to fight gravity a little bit, which is going to create the illusion that my eyes are more bright and smiley than they actually are. Now we're going to switch brushes. This is important. For the darker 2 browns, we want to make sure we use a more compact brush. That's a very short, dumpy, compact brush. I'm gonna go with the second to darkest shade, which is the dark brown. And I'm really just gonna go right into that crease there, up and over, only really to the middle of my eye and back again, so it's just the outer half. That's gonna create a solid dark line. Also just bring it down under the eye as well, and just a little bit of the top here. Teeny tiny bit, just near the eyelashes, just to sort of bring that in. You'll see the effect later. But now you have to smudge it in with your finger, or with a different brush if you have one, but like, fingers are great. Just use your fingers, less money. You can smudge it a little bit past the center line, just to really blend it in with the white. Now I'm just gonna try and draw that up a little bit to create that smiley effect. So I used to do the black eyeshadow next before doing my eyeliner, but I've actually found recently that doing my winged eyeliner first is preferable because then I can come back in with my black eyeshadow and just blend the eyeliner in exactly how I want it. Because I used to kind of have to do the eyeshadow, then the eyeliner, and then come back in with the eyeshadow to blend it in, and it just seemed like a waste of time. So I couldn't find any of the NYX eyeliner, the retractable eyeliner that I've used in the past, but I have used this one from Maybelline, Master Liner, which is absolutely fantastic, and I put it on the waterline of my eye. So I would go for this or NYX, it actually makes no difference to me. If you're Kat Von D, you're gonna wanna put this on the upper waterline of your eye as well, but I don't bother with that. Maybelline Master Graphic. Super tragic news, they have taken this off the market, and I don't know why, because it is literally the best liquid eyeliner I have ever come across. Elizabeth and I managed to find some on eBay from the UK, which are being sent to us. We ordered 8 of them because 4 each, and we don't know if they're ever gonna be available again. And it's actually breaking my heart because I use this so often, and it is my wings. I don't know how to do winged eyeliner without it. It is so amazing. If you can get your hands on one, get one. Otherwise, I don't know what to suggest. Maybe Kat Von D tattoo eyeliner. So I'm gonna follow the bottom line of my eye and go up this way rather than following the top line of my eye and going down, because we wanna make my eyes nice and light and smiley. If you can imagine your eyebrow continuing down and your wing continuing up, they should kind of want to intersect at your temple. And I love to do nice big wings. This is probably bigger than a lot of people would like to do for an everyday look. For me, this is as small as I would ever want to go for an everyday look. And then for a more extravagant look, I would go even bigger with my wings. Okay, so my wings don't match, and this is a daily struggle for me. Usually I match them better than this, but obviously when the camera's rolling, something goes wrong, such is my life. Now we go back to our eyeshadow palette, get that black in there. Same little brush as before, and you just wanna blend it in slightly, just in that crease. And just come out towards the tip a little bit, and underneath a tiny, tiny little bit. We are honestly just creating enough shadow for that wing to not be as prominent. So that's pretty much it. Sometimes what I do with my master liner, the one I put on my waterline, is I will do it not only on the waterline, but then slightly underneath, like on top of my eyelashes, and then I smudge it in with my fingers just to create even more smoke. So I'm gonna do that for you now, just to see what that looks like. If you can see, it just makes this eye pop a little bit more. It creates a lot more darkness around the bottom of the eye, but you don't have to do it because I kind of think it looks cool either way. Cool, so we've made the eyes pop. We've done everything we need to do. All that is left is the eyelashes. If you've seen my other tutorial, this is gonna be a bit of a repetition, but what I like to have, I already have super, super long eyelashes, and I like to enhance that as much as possible rather than using fake lashes. I do use fake lashes for performances, but they are just a pain in the bum, and I would rather not. So, how I enhance my natural lashes is by clumping them together to make them look like big fat doll's eyelashes. And most people don't like clumpy eyelashes, but I do, and that is a personal preference thing. So you can either heed my advice or scrap my advice. It is totally your choice. And voila! Nice big poppy eyelashes. Now to complete this look, what I really like to do with my face, this is just a personal preference thing again, I don't like using blush or any kind of lip color unless it's black, because black is badass. Because I feel that a neutral face helps that smoky eye look really sophisticated. I think it looks really classy, and I think if you add lip color or blush, it detracts from the stunningness of those neutral blacks, browns, and skin tones. I don't have any natural lip color because I'm poor. I will be looking into getting one hopefully soon when I start my new job, but until then I literally just will be using my lip balm, Lucas Paw Paw Ointment. For anyone who has not heard of this Paw Paw Ointment, you need to get your hands on it. It is the most beautiful thing you will have ever experienced. I once got sunburnt so badly that my lips blistered up and like swelled up like balloons the next day. This stuff healed them within like 3 days. It was magical. A local topical application for boils, burns, chafing, cuts, cracked skin, gravel rash, splinters, open wounds, insect bites, and nappy rash. However, you can also just use it as straight old lip balm. Now I have my lip balm applied, my look is all finished. The thing I'm looking forward to with my neutral lip color is that it's going to remove my natural lip color because I want my lips to look as skin toned as possible. They're currently a little bit too pink for my liking, so that is why I'm going to look into getting a neutral color lipstick. But for now, this is the look and I really love it, and this is my go-to look for just, it's easy and I don't have to think and be too creative with my colors and bling and all of those things. If I'm just going out to, I don't know, church, dinner, something really cash that's not a big dress-uppy like going out for drinks kind of thing, because I like to just do as crazy looks as I can. But if it's just a really casual, just I'm going out for dinner to the local Chinese restaurant with my best friend, we don't have to look amazing but we want to look kind of good, then this is what I would go for. So I'm just going to bring my dreads back down to create my nice cash look. There we go. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that has helped you a lot. If you have any questions regarding the Smokey Eye look, or if you have any requests for any other looks that you want to see, please don't hesitate to hit me up in the comments and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And also please, please, please head over to my music page up here, COUNTESS. I am a musician first and foremost, and so that is why I am doing these videos, to help build awareness about my music. And so you can see my music video, which I am super, super proud of, filmed in London, and I am working on my next track with an electronic producer here in Melbourne that is going to be released very soon, so you need to keep an eye out for that as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you again next time, hopefully very soon. Bye! Guys, super, super fast, I forgot to add my setting spray. Really important that you do this, especially if you're going out, so that your face doesn't smudge. Whoop. There we go, all done. Mine is the Master Fit setting spray from Maybelline. I really recommend this one, mainly because it's big and it lasts like 5 times as long as all the other tiny ones that you buy, and it's exactly the same price, if not cheaper, but it is actually also really good. It fixes my face for an entire day when I'm working in a pub serving customers all night and I've got the steam from the dishwasher blowing up into my face. It literally makes my face last through anything. So I really recommend it. Don't forget your setting spray, guys. I woke up this morning with a really badly swollen face. Can you see my lips? And my nose, and my eyes. It's all from a sunburn yesterday that I got at the X Factor auditions, waiting in the sun for close to 9 hours for my audition. I sunblocked around my neck area, but kind of couldn't do my face because I had makeup on. And this is the result. I've never been sunburnt this bad. I feel like someone who's been Botoxed and has a new pair of lips. I can't even pronounce my P's and B's properly. It feels really weird. Like I've got a permanent pout face. It's really bad.
Jump!